Okay, well, we're going to be going at this game very shortly. I'm currently just ordering food because you guys have been casting StarCraft all day, so I'm gonna find
What you
something.
getting?
There's some pretty cool places around here. There's actually a lot of locally owned stuff. There's a really good one that does these really great potato skins with chicken in them. Absolutely fantastic. Might have some of them.
That sounds pretty delicious.
It
I had
does.
I had Ethiopian food last night.
What exactly does Ethiopian food consist of?
Well, I didn't think it would be a lot, but it was like this kind of weird spongy bread stuff, and it's similar to Indian food in that it's kind of spicy, but the only thing I can compare it to is Indian food. But
Okay.
yeah, you should try it. You should try it if you're a fan of that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Alright, well, I have informed them exactly what I want. Hopefully they don't bugger it up. And I think everything's ready, but Xenocider is just spamming, so I have no idea. I'm just going to press the go button and hope for the best.
It's the nervous spam. It's like I like it when Xeno swears because normally I think of like my little 15 to 16-year-old brother swear. It just feels kind of wrong, but like because it's Xeno, it's so right. Like if you've ever watched his stream.
He's definitely had some interesting interactions on Twitter over the last few days. I think people do forget that he's still a kid, basically.
Yeah, he is. But that being said, I've had I've been speaking to Xenocider at events before, like just randomly. It's like, hey man, how's it going? And I've had some of the most intellectual conversations I've ever had with that young man. He's well beyond his time. Okay,
They
my
stop
StarCraft
Major from making mild racist remarks in the chat, so just ignore, just for 1 second, indulge me. There we go. Oh.
My StarCraft still has huge pink boxes and everybody's yellow everywhere, but I'll try my best.
That is really weird. I've actually never seen that happen on GameHeart. I haven't seen anyone that's reported that. We'll have to try and figure out what caused it. Anyway, let's get into the game, shall we? To the northeast position in the red trunks, Onyonsu. Playing Terran and fighting for the life. He is, in fact, on match point. Everything is on Xenocider's shoulders right here for Team America. Versus his opponent to the southwest position, who is in a very comfortable spot indeed. In the purple trunks playing Zerg, this Complexity Hendrilisk.
Yeah, I don't know if this was just clever seeding by Team USA, but Xeno coming out on Yonsu. This is actually a very good Protoss map in every way that you could imagine. It's good for Blink Stalkers. It's good for Protoss against Zerg. It's just a good Protoss map. So I don't know if they seeded Hendrilisk in hopes to get a Protoss, and then maybe USA knew that and then countered or sniped him with Xeno. Had to get my breath. Wow. But yeah, this is a weird matchup to be having on this map.
Mind games upon mind games upon mind games there. But you are right. It seems like Xenocider would be a good choice for this if you were to go for the whole reverse mind game thing. And Hendrilisk probably being one of the weaker players on Team Canada, it seems to make sense. It's true. Come on, be fair, be fair.
Okay, I'll support your statement.
Yeah,
but
alongside people like Huck, I would say that Hendrilisk is definitely a weaker player. Apparently, if you press Alt-F, by the way, according to Hitman, that might fix some stuff.
I still have squares.
Okay. Not really sure what's going on with that, but at least you've got the right colors now, right?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Wonderful.
So here we have a Rax opening for the Reaper. This just means he's going to harass, and he's going for 2 Reapers. So this is cool, and do you see all this, like, mind game talking to by Xeno?
Yes, I see all of that. We've allowed people to chat, and I have a feeling that may have been a mistake, especially when Xenocider was in the game, so never mind. I have told them to watch out, because I'm not responsible for any fines or nonsense that come in their general direction as a result of what they say here.
It's pretty hard to find, like, Xeno, though. He's so nice. But Major, I could find him. If he was on my team, I'd find the shit out of him. Just for all the wrong things that he always does.
Oh, that's a quote for the ages. I love it. Reaper comes in, second Reaper on the way here as well. Pretty annoying for Hendrilisk to deal with. He doesn't have his queens out yet either, so you might be able to he'll certainly get a couple of lings out of this. I don't know if he's going to be getting any drones, but so far that's pretty annoying to see.
Yeah, so Xeno actually went to the main base and saw the gas, so he knows he has a time window in which these Reapers can be out on the map. He saw no lings leave the base to go and harass his Expo, so we can just use these Reapers up until the 6-minute mark to deal as much damage and to delay Hendrilisk as much as possible. And behind this, he's actually going for 3cc, so he's playing the natural, perfect TVZ right now.
Nice and greedy, and able to maintain map control thanks to those Reapers, and there's not really a lot the Hendreless can do about it until Metabolic Boost kicks in, but he didn't delay his Metabolic Boost too much, so that's going to be done in about 20 or so seconds.
Yeah, one thing that's going to be pretty pivotal here is whether Xenocider can kill the creep tumor that's made, the first one. As you can see, the Queen is kind of hovering around the edge of the creep with like 30 energy. He can definitely land a creep tumor, and the Reapers can take it out before it actually gets going. Oh, he's just going to lobby inject? Okay, that's cool. That's cool too. I mean, Scarlet wouldn't do that. Scarlet would be spreading creep almost before her Queens are out, it seems.
Well, if it's the 6-minute mark, it would have been halfway across the map by now for Scarlet.
Yeah, it's quite an awful situation to be in. You know, you go into the game and it's already purple for you. Like,
yeah,
it's
the entire map is just
tough.
preceded with creep, just for the sake of it. Special Scarlet variant of Game Heart.
Yeah, it's not cool. Oh, okay, so Hendrelisk here is going 4 gases on 2 base.
Okay.
So that would usually imply that you're going to be going Mutalisks.
It would.
Or even Roach Nidus with Queens. I'm not sure yet. Both styles are pretty doable and pretty good. And Xenocider, he hasn't seen a third yet. This is like the third killing squad, or at least the harasser of the third base. And given that he's not going to be able to see anything, he's going to have to perk his ears up to something a little cheesy.
Yeah, the Roach Warren is on the way right here, so that Nidus is a possibility. There is a really good Overlord position right here, I think, for Hendreless down to the south of Xenocider's base that might be used for that. The Hellions and the Reapers are trying to make their way in there, though Hendrelisk has got pretty much a lockdown. The third might end up getting harassed here, but...
Okay.
Oh, Ventral Sacks! Okay.
Yes, okay, so Roaches, drop play, I've seen Jadong do this one time at WCS, he just completely annihilated Hack, and it owned. And now Xenocide has seen this late third base too. Like, in Xeno's little head, I don't know what I think would be up. I mean, I've made all these... I'm watching the game, and I was making guesses as what might be coming. I did not guess this.
Yeah, that is unexpected, especially considering... there we go, Pneumaticized Carapace has now actually begun. But yeah, Roach Drop is... yeah, of course, the Baneling Nest. You're going to want to toss some Banelings in there if you are going to do any kind of drop play, really. But yeah, this is unexpected, and I don't think Xenocide has smelled this at all.
I mean, I'm not really sure. Like, he's definitely playing cautious here. He's going to try and put down his third, although is that going to get blocked temporarily by the Overlord? Okay, no, 2 Marines out in the way. He anticipated that happening, so maybe a little block for a little while, but nothing too...
Nothing too serious, yeah.
Yeah, nothing too serious. Good infrastructure coming up for Xenocider 2. We have 5 Marines at a time. He's getting +1/+1. A Nidus Worm as well as Ventral Sacks.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
Okay. Did I tell you that he lacks shame? That there is no shame in man?
I don't think you necessarily mentioned it up to that degree, but it seems like we are seeing that demonstrated evidently right here.
Well, now I really mean it. Okay, so lots of Banelings being morphed. There is going to be a Baneling bust. I definitely said there was a Baneling bust.
Yes.
But this is going to be pretty nice for... Look at Xeno. He's trapped off these roaches.
That's a really nice move. Using the rocks, really Dustin Browder sheds a single tear, but rocks will not help against this big drop play, and Xenocider is not going to see this coming.
He's not, but look at Xenocider's army, and 1-1 is not too far away from hitting. He's getting Medivacs out in the field. He's retreating his third orbital, too. A Nidus is what? Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
oh my god. He should pick up the Banelings to try and drop on those Marines. That would be insane play.
Looks like that's what he's doing. He grabbed a bunch of Banelings right here, but he miscontrolled most of that drop. The Nidus is up. He actually held his... This is silly!
Oh my god, what is happening?
Second Nidus. Hendrelisk, you mad person, you. He's kept 4 Banelings in the Overlord here to try and kill off any reinforcements coming up the ramp here. There are double Nidus in the base of Xenocider. The hopes of Team USA. It's so close. He doesn't quite get the connection there. Doesn't pick up the rest of them, but there are so many more units streaming forward. The ramp is gone.
Like, I mean, great pickup tank play, but his production's completely been compromised, and I mean, these roaches aren't going to stop flooding in anytime soon. Look at the production line.
It's devastating. I mean, there's roaches in the mineral line, there's roaches controlling the natural ramp here, Xenocide is in a horrible spot, there's drop play available with Banelings and roaches and all manner of other horrible little nasties. One Nidus goes down, but the second one hasn't. The production's being camped here. Roaches and Banelings dropped into the mineral line. This is ridiculous.
Oh man, I'm feeling really bad for Xeno, because this is not a way in which you want to lose, because...
No.
I called that something was going to happen, like maybe one or two of these things, but not all of these things happening at once. I mean, this is...
This
well
might
played,
very well be the
Angelus.
most
Well
disgusting Zerg strategy I've seen in months.
I'm not looking forward to playing on ladder for the next few days.
Oh,
jeez. It has to be said, but more Nidus worms coming down randomly, I don't know where, in a... Wow, holy crap.
Hendralisk, you crazy, crazy individual. What the hell was that? Well, that actually means that Canada wins 4-1, and, well, technically 4-2 because Desro forfeited, but that was crushing. That was completely unexpected there from Hendralisk.
And it has to be stated that it takes some balls to pull something off like that for, like, the final victory. Like, Xeno played incredibly solid, it looked like it, and, just got rolled over by the strategy that I've never really ever seen before.
I was gonna say, how the hell do you counter drop and Nidus simultaneously with Roachbane? That seems very difficult to stop.
I mean, the obvious answer is being there when it happens to kind of like try and shoot them down or to have some Widow Mines ready, but if you've never seen that before or it's just not a common strategy, that's kind of hard to do. I mean, being prepared before you're prepared, yeah, ain't gonna happen, Is that it? Is that Canada winning 4-1?
Yeah, Canada just... Well, they won 4-2 because Desro
4-2.
actually forfeited. He, for some reason, never actually showed up to the match. So, Minigun got a default win, I believe, against Desro. However, the only other win on the board for USA was QXC versus Massa, and then Canada rolled the rest of them.
Man, forfeiters these days. Bunch of bitches. But, yeah, well played Canada. I did not... I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be much closer between USA and Canada, and wow, well played, well played.
Well, this is going to be the stuff of ages for a while. The American players are not going to be able to live this one down, I think. That was quite one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that we can take from this, it's they both shit-talk marvelously well, Canada and USA, but yeah, Canada... even without their star player, managed to make that look pretty easy. So, I'm a little shocked actually. I'm a little sad for Xeno, obviously, but I'm very impressed with the Hendralisk play. And you know, just goes to show, even the underdogs should not be counted out because they can pull out some ridiculous stuff that puts a smile on my face if I was a third player and a Canadian.
Yeah, I take everything back I just said about Hendralisk. He's clearly not one of the weaker players. He's just one of the more insane ones from Team Canada.
He's their anchorman by the looks of it.
Evidently.
Totalbiscuit.
You know, have you heard about the Zerg Cabal? Because I think he's a member of it, and I'm pretty sure they came up with that.
Oh man, yeah, he's a good little player actually. Like from my playing on the ladder, the North American ladder for so long, I could tell you plenty of things about every player that came into this, and I've got to say there isn't much skill disparity between any one of them. They're all marvelous players partaking in this clan war. So yeah, I just have to you know, give a little nod of the hat to that one.
It was nice. It was very, very nice there. I want to see more of that, though, because obviously, you know, one clan war doesn't really give you all the info. I would love to see a few more of those. So hopefully they'll be able to organize more. Obviously, it was all just for fun. There was no actual prize, but still, that was fun to watch. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a good time. Thank you for bringing me on to cast with you.
Absolutely my pleasure, Ben. Thank you very much for coming in and really helping out with the remainder of it. I have a feeling that if you were not there for that final game, things would not have been anywhere near as fun.
All right, well, thank you, John. It was a pleasure. Right,
no
take
problem
care.
at all. All right, folks, that was it. There you go. USA versus Canada Nation War brought to you by Suppy and Huck. That was a lot of fun. Canada wins 4-2. Hopefully we'll get to do another one of those. If you missed any of this, this will be going up on YouTube over the next couple of days. And of course, if you are a subscriber to the channel, the VODs are already available. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I think it's time for me to bugger off and watch a movie. That sounds like a good idea. Been in StarCraft all day. If you haven't seen it yet, please do go watch my top 10 games of 2013. That is 2013. Oh god, they've changed YouTube again. What the hell are they doing? I don't even know at this stage. They keep messing with this stuff. Yep, youtube.com/cynicalbrit is the place to find it. It already has about 250,000 views, so give it 250,001. I'll see you next time.